So we are on Free Code Camp and we are on Build a Ferris Wheel section. As you can see over here, it's telling me what to do a essentially a HTML boilerplate. I've already got one done, so I'm just going to go ahead and press paste into here. And then all I have to do then is to sort out my title over here, and I'm just going to go with Ferris wheel. Check my code. It should have an attribute the styles.css. Let's just do that like that, and there you go, it works. We're going to set up a div within the body like this. We'll close the div in as well, and it says that it needs to have a class of wheel. So we do this by entering class equals quotation marks wheel. Inside the div, I need to add 6 span elements for the class set to line and 6 div elements for the class set to cabin. Put that all into here like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's right. Check the code. Yep. There you go. See, passed, and go to the next challenge. Now it says create a selector for my wheel. So we do dot wheel, just like that, with the opening braces like that. We do border, 2 pixels, solid, black, border radius. This is what happens when you touch type PC. This is what I'm trying to do right now. 50% and a margin left of 50 pixels. Let's just put in there like that, and that should work. There you go. Now we need to set the position of the property to absolute. The height and the width to 55 VW there, 55 VW, and of course the semicolon needs to go into there like that. Why is that not working? Because it's I put 50 not 55. Give your dot wheel selector a max height and a max width of 500 pixels. So we're just going to do this and like that. Actually, I can just do this. Whoops. I'll change that to width. That should work. There you go. Now we're going to target our dot line, which I believe is the span elements. I'm going to give this a background color of black and the width of 50%. And the height set to 2 pixels. And this should start to become a lot more clearer of what's actually happening. As we progress. Now we need to do the position for this. As you can see, it says absolute. So we're going to go ahead and copy that from there. It just saves time. Left, and this is essentially where are we placing it? Well, it says it's 50% on the left, and on the top it's 50% again. And as you can see, that puts it to where we need to go to. And we're going to have to probably do something similar to this now to the rest of it. As you can see, we're just going through this, steaming through it, trying to anyway at least. Now it says create a selector to target your second line element. Set the transform property to that. Do a quick Google over here to find out how again you target the second element with the same class, and it's like this, and the position of 2. I believe this is how you do it. And then it'll be transform, rotate, and then in brackets 60 degrees, which is what it asks for like that. I think that is it. It looks right. Is it right? Oh, nth of type. Okay, nth of type 2. Oh, of course it's not a child, is it? Because it's a child issued as a parent, but it's not like that. Use the same pattern and create a separate selector for the third line and the fourth line and the fifth line. Right. Let's just do this. It doesn't work. Why? Why doesn't it work? It's because your dot line nth of type 5 should have a transform property set to rotate 204. Oh, that's why. I'm not specifying what it is. There you go. Dot cabin selector. Oops. Dot cabin. Background color. Red. Width. 20%. This is going to create the things that are hanging off of the Ferris wheel. Is it hanging off? Is that how you? Is that what the Ferris wheel is? I don't know. Again, position absolute. I mean, we just go up here again. You see, I'm going to give it a border of 2 pixels. And now this is where we're going to have to likely copy a lot of the things we just did. Again, you see here, because now we're going to have to. If I go up here, actually, I go to transform origin. We're just going to go with this, and we're going to say 50%, 50%, yeah, 50%, and 0%. There you go. That should work. Yep, there you go. Now we're going to have to do the cabin. We're going to copy that like that. One, and we're going to say right. Obviously, it already has the position, which is set before, and now we're just basically saying 8.5% and top 50%. Obviously, give it a comma or a semicolon rather there, and there you go. It's going to ask me now to do the same for the second, the third, and the fourth, and the fifth, and the sixth. So check the code. There you go. A left property of 8.5% left. Yeah, it's going around. It's probably gonna be left here as well, isn't it? Oh, that's right. Okay, fair enough. Right. Always read what it says. That's all I got to say. Always read what it says. Now the keyframes is how we do the animation. Okay, at keyframes. Keyframes requires a name to be assigned to them when you use other rules in reference. For example, keyframes at free code camp will be named free code camp. So how would we do this then? Would it just be this? Okay, there you go. Now you need to define how you want, to start. Give the 0% rule a transform property set to rotate 0 degrees. That's just like this, isn't it? Oh, what's the reason why it's not working? It's because the rotate needs to be outside of the brackets, like that. And there you go. Now give the 100% selector. So all I'm going to do is essentially copy that, do that, put a 1 and a 0, and change that to 360. That's it. There you go. The animation name property is used to link a keyframes rule to a CSS selector. The animation duration property is used to set how long it should be used for. Set your wheel animation at a selector of 10 seconds. This isn't it. And then it's animation duration, and that's set to 10 seconds. There you go. Making progress now. I assume now we're changing colours and things like that. 69% complete, right. The animation iteration count. How many times it should repeat. Okay. Let's do this one first of all. Let's have this one over here as well. Just copy that in. And just so I don't spell it wrong, let's copy that and put that into there like that. And that should be okay. Yeah, there you go, it's 72%. Create another keyframes rule with the same name of cabins. Use the same properties as your keyframe wheel, copying both 0% and 100% rules. Right, I'm just going to go to this and copy that then. Like that. Cabin. Minus 360 degrees. Is that it? Oh, cabins. Okay, so basically it's similar to before, so let's go up to here. I'm going to copy this just for now. Paste it into there, then I can just amend it according to what the question says. And it says over here, set the animation property of the cabin to 10 seconds. So first of all, it's cabins, 10 seconds. This will set the, there you go. To make your cabin animation seem more natural swinging motion, you can use the ease and out. Replace linear with ease and out in the cabin selector. Ease and out. You can use keyframe rules to control more than just the transformation of an element. In the 0% selector, your keyframes cabin set the background color to yellow. %. We're making decent progress here. Between the 0 and that, add a 50% selector, right? And set the background color to purple. Oh, look at that. It does the ease and out as well. You see that? That looks pretty cool, that. And it'll go to red. Because the animation is on an infinite loop and the start and end colors are not the same, the transition appears jerky. It switches from yellow to red. Add a background color. Remove the background color from your selector. Okay, here you go. Just says purple and red. Create a 25% rule selector. Now the background color to yellow. Let's have a look at it now then, shall we, before we move on. That looks a lot better, doesn't it? Right. Create a new 75% selector. So we'll do that here. We're going to give a background color of yellow. And that's it. I hope you found that useful. You learnt along with me. My first real interaction with keyframes as well. And obviously a refresher of the memory of how to actually select. If someone has the same class, I have to actually select it. For example, type 1, type 2, type 3. But yeah, that's it.